There it is. So, feel sorry for John Surtees.
Oh, poor guy, yeah. Is the stream up, working, thingy? Yeah.
Not yet.
Okay.
Gotta wait about 20 seconds for it to load up.
Okay, well, we're on board with Razy in the meantime.
Also, can you give me my privileges back? Oh, I've got privileges again.
Yeah.
Yeah, someone took away my privileges last night.
Oh, Bowie.
Yes. Can we power him?
Yeah, once I load up the stream now in a second. Is audio being broadcasted on your end? Good.
That's not audio there, that's just my phone beeping. Not yet.
It should be up by now. So,
That's comment on my one. Well, we're going to be finding out that I can't actually look at my comments because I'm on someone else's thing. What do I go on Facebook?
The stream's probably up. So hello there everybody, how are we all doing? It is your favourite commentators back once again for round number 5 of the LMP3 Championship live here back at Sonoma Short. So some of the drivers are staying around from Formula Golf. They're here now and they are racing in these wonderful LMP3 cars, these radical SR3 RSs. And as always, joining me in the commentary box is the wonderful, the one, the only Evildragon.
Hello everybody. It's me! I'm here, still. Again, there's been an accident.
Oh dear. There
Baraspo's
has.
blown someone
Baraspo's
up.
blown, so yeah, he's blown one of the other cars up. I'm not sure who that is.
Number 9. Number 9?
He's actually stopped on the exit there. Is Baraspo.
Who's he?
Oh, I think that was close. Someone almost hit him. This is free practice, I'm in correctly, so we only have a minute and a half left. So my man Sam on top right now. Dan's in second, doing pretty well. Rick is in third, Baraspo is in fourth, Razy in fifth, Matteo in sixth, Iceman in seventh. Aha! Now we will talk about that corner now once we get into qualifying. So Salita in eighth. DVSW in ninth.
Talking about that corner, then it's meant to spawn on the next corner. So
Gabriel 10th, and the rest is made up of me, Evil, and Dan.
And poor fellow who's not set up yet.
Porfuera, yeah. Porfuera is the current championship leader.
Yeah.
And actually Rick popped into second just as we were talking about that there.
Yeah, why do you wish to just plug a cheeky plug there if anyone wants to comment? Please head over to the official Gavra channel, which you can search up on YouTube to watch the stream, as well as I will be currently on there in the chat as well.
www.youtube.com/c/official Gavra League. That's how you find us.
Wait, C4? Oh, we're channel 4 now.
Ding, 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 ding. We own F1.
Well,
and Rick's gone first, actually.
Talking about F1, something that happened recently. The official FIA Formula 2 Championship.
Interesting developments.
That means the F1 games can get a lot bigger.
That's a good sign. So it's the FIA. If the FIA start acquiring maybe GP3 again, then
what I believe's going on, it's going to be they're going to have this GP3 as its own thing.
Could you imagine the career modes now with that?
If they did the proper career mode, you would be in like Formula 4 and Formula 3.
And just working your way up to a Formula 1 car. Be great.
That'd be fun. Like you start off really young. Come on, Cody, you can do this.
FIFA did it. Why can't you? Rip X-G. R.I.P. Rest in peace. Rest in peace, X-G. Welcome, Matt Gallagher. Anyways, we're in qualifying, and it's gonna. Oh my god, Dan is lagging. I think it's gonna be quite close from the early indications we just saw there. 47 hundredths of a second separating first and second. I'm actually just gonna make my way to the chat now because I haven't. It took me ages for my laptop to boot up, so I haven't been able to see anything.
Nothing in there. There's only one person in there, and that person's me.
Oh, Razy kind of spun it there. That was nice. Come on, laptop, get, or at least load it up just so I can see if anything happens. Iceman going off there as well. Now we're just going to see who's going to be the first to set the lap. Rick's gone off. Looks like it's going to be Madman Sam, so we're familiar with this track. At least.
Yeah, we're a bit too familiar now.
Yeah, because we had Formula Gulf here on Alina.
Yeah, I believe it was.
And the championship is now tied in that, by the way, so that's going to be an interesting one. As for this one, I believe it's Porfuera out front by a country mile. The championship is now tied in that, by the way.
Oh, my friend decided to blossom for blast.
Let's start this topic again. Madman Sam coming to turn number 4A, which is the one where drivers have been more. Don't go too far over the track limits because we're watching.
That's something I still don't understand there. You're still the. I'm really echoey on your stream.
Yeah, I don't know what the issue is, to be honest. I've given up.
Very odd.
I don't know if it's like volume or something like that. But anyways, yeah, we have Porfuera in the lead of the championship by about 60 points. So that shows you the gap.
Haven't got too many rounds left of this half, don't think, have we?
No, I don't think so. Sola Solita is currently second in the championship, and Razy is third in the championship.
Baraspo goes up to second then. Who's third? That'll be
Razy
up there.
Gabriel's going to set his lap.
Dan goes at third. Dan drops down there. Solistas goes up into the fastest. Gabriel, let's see what he can do.
Well, as always, we'd like to run you through the drivers and the teams. So it's going to be out front at the moment is Sola Solita driving for Black Bull Racing. Then we have Madman Sam, who's driving for Roadrunner. And then we have Biraspo, who's driving for Racetech Z. Then Dan Speed, who is the teammate of Madman Sam, who's running with Roadrunner. Then we have Devious Dolly, who is driving for Rainbow Racing. Then we have Rick, who's his teammate, driving also for Rainbow Racing. Razy driving for RUR/ART. Iceman driving for AJH Racing. Mateo driving also for Black Bull Racing. Gabriel driving for AJH Racing. Then there's me. Then there's Evil. And then there's Dan, who is driving for also the RUR/ART. Now there's a bit of a gap there. If you've noticed, there's sort of a team missing. We're missing Wolf and System.
Yep, Wolf's got some connector issues, as he used to put it.
I don't know where System is.
Neither do I. He's online.
Well, then he should be in here.
Well, at least he wasn't one. The stream doesn't seem to want to work.
Okay, well, Madman Sam is currently out in front right now. Dan sits in second.
Wolf in the chat, I mean it because I'm sick of wasting my time because of BT's excuse for joke. Of a joke they call broadband
connection. Yeah.
Yep. Oh my goodness me. That's Porphyria having a lag spike.
That's him in third right now. He's popped into third. Rick in fourth.
Porphyria being a bit cheeky there for A. There, the last few laps. Not even bothering doing the corner there.
I think his lap was invalidated fourth though.
No, it wasn't, because that was the lap he got third.
Well, he did improve, which is the thing.
So, can you take away Bowie's privileges for me?
Bowie, for this stream, you're getting removed. Your privileges are being removed because you've been a naughty boy. All right. Now you sit there and think about what you've done. I just did it. Hello, Broken Hour. How are you? The gap between second and third right now is about. It's a couple of thousandths of a second right now. It's 8 thousandths of a second right now between Dan and Porfuera. The two teammates, are they the teammates? No, they're different teams. Did you just time them out?
Yep.
You just timed them out. Wow. Wow.
He did. He kept doing that to me whilst I was trying to do the stream. So.
Well, let's move off that topic. Oh, there's someone gone off in the background there.
Dan got up into second there. 107.6. That's.
He's been there a while, Evil. He's been there a while. I was literally just speaking about it. Shh. He's only in second by 0.08 of a second over Porfuero, though, so it's very close there.
Good point. Porfalia doing well.
And the same between 5th and 6th, actually. If we look at Buraspo and Solisolita.
Extremely close field then, as we look Porfalia going sideways through the last corner. The opposite way sideways, and I think he's in the wall, but I'm not exactly sure anymore.
Well, Rick was coming around the corner and it didn't have the best of sounds. Across the line, Rick doesn't improve. Yeah, he's using the account.
Oh my god, it's blown up. Never seen that before.
Solisolita popped into 6th there, just looking at that. Dan is currently on the lap as well. Coming through the S section there.
So not long to go here. Let's see who can improve. Solitius taking an extremely weird line through the last corner to try and get a run on the next lap.
Well, here comes Dan on the brakes. Keeps it steady, tidy.
Porfalia in a nice third place there. Just interesting thing going on with that.
7th for Dan, popped up one place.
This is qualifying, by the way, Wolf, for your information.
Yeah, it is. Porfuero just went into 2nd there. Just 0.3 off Madman Sam. Dan still in 3rd, good position.
Let's look, Dan's speed then, coming for this corner. Something, one's a little wide, he'll get away with that though, like I said. Not as, he's keeping it on the curb.
It's good for a sector, actually. 18.5.
Yeah, that is, quicker than Madman Sam's first sector. I'm a 22 in the second, he's on a 19.8, so,
this is very quick from Dan.
Promising. Let's see if he can hook the last bit up.
He's 0.2 quicker than Madman Sam in that first sector. And he's looking very quick in that middle sector, so I think this is going to be an improvement. He's in 4th right now, because Buraspo's put it in 2nd.
Yeah. Buraspo in 2nd place. Let's see, we're only just over a minute and a half to go then. Just under. Let's see, can he improve?
Here he comes.
One be 2nd?
It is!
Yep, 2nd.
By
1/10 off the leader.
That is a brilliant lap.
Yeah, he's been practicing extremely well here.
So, could the Scotsman spring a surprise?
Yeah, an 18.5 for Buraspo, however.
Yeah, we'll look at his time as we come through the middle sector here. It's probably going to be... It's a 19.7. Yeah, it's going to be similar. It's going to be very close.
Yeah, it's a bit slower.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's 0.09 of a second off.
Yeah, Wolf's having shocking internet connection, by the way, just for the information there, so he will not be racing, unfortunately to say.
Well, here comes the Russian of Buraspo.
Yeah, let's see. Comes across the line, I may put him back into 2nd, let's see,
Possibly.
Does he do it?
It does.
Yes!
Oh, look how close he was.
25,000 off there.
Probably really frustrated by that. So close.
Like field's done. So your top 3, Madman Sam, Buraspo and Dan Speed. Porfalia in 4th, Rick in 5th, Solicius in 6th. Dan Z in 7th there, as we wait for the game to confirm results there. Raisley is currently 8th, Dolly is 9th, Iceman is in 10th, Matt is 11th, Gabriel is 12th, Soup is in the wrong car but is in 13th nevertheless, and I am in the right car, as a commentator should be, and is 14th.
Okay, how's everyone doing on turn 4? Well, what we've seen is going pretty alright. We've had a few accidents, people locking up.
Yeah, well, Porfalia's just not even bothered.
So very, very close qualifying again.
Yeah. For the umpteenth time now, we got the 4-minute qualifying, which unfortunately wasn't allowed on track because I got told off from Barry.
Yeah, the last time. The last time. We don't talk about the last time. We forget about that one. And we're going to focus on this race in the middle of the California desert.
Yeah. Of course, some people are saying, why has this game got no, well, green? It's because this race, the actual track's based in the summer. Like, a very warm summer, I think.
Yeah.
Extremely warm summer, to put that correct, actually.
Like, there's been a drought, and this is what the track looks like now.
Yes. I mean, it would be good if it was actually green.
But, this track is usually home to the big Chevy Block V8s of NASCARs, but
yeah, and also IndyCar.
And also IndyCars. So, but today we have Hayabusa-powered Radical SR3s here, which may not be as fast, but they're grippy as hell. So,
Yep, these cars can do corners pretty quickly, to be honest. They're about the same lap times, if I'm correct, as Formula Golf, actually. A bit slower, but, you know,
well, these things have these things have a surprising amount of downforce. You wouldn't think they do, but they really grip up very, very nicely. It's probably due to that massive rear wing that spans the entire width of the car. And, and that little sort of airfoil over the top of the driver's head there directs the airflow across the top of the driver and towards the rear wing, pushing the pushing the rear of the car down. And that splitter directing airflow at the front, just directing it over the. Well, it's directing airflow across the side of the car and getting it to the rear of the car as quickly as possible, or as efficiently as possible, and that splitter forcing it down to the ground. So very aerodynamic, very grippy car.
Also, good to see these cars have got the slot gaps in where the wheel arches are, as well.
A quote from Bowie: "Normally we have big V8 driving here, and also Indy cars, but today we have the LMP3 cars here. Sounds like just like Tuesday about Formula Golf." Yeah, well, I had to make up something on the spot. Leave me alone. It's hard to do that when you're like working on the same track as you were on Tuesday, and Buras was putting in the wall, but we'll ignore that.
Did he go? That's turn. Yep, turn 1.
Not a lot of drivers coming out on track actually, so probably just relaxing before the race.
Yep, having that last 5 minute go to the loo, do your business.
Yeah, well, last week we had a different format, and there's Biraspo displaying why turn 4A needs to be watched. But last week we had a different format. That format is returning to the normal one.
Yeah. So basically, qualifying in the F1 season, you try something and no one likes it, and you change it back immediately. This is why we don't let Bernie Eccleston do things.
Yeah, a sort of. Well, how would you say the eliminator qualifying incident at last year's Australian first 3 or 4 Grand Prix?
Australia. What was the second race in 2015?
Oh, we had Matteo spinning in the S section there.
Yeah, there is Matteo. They're looking at the GoPro Be a Hero.
So GoPro getting some great advertisement there. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's got a something. He's gone back in my head.
So, yeah, I can't remember what I was talking about.
No.
Oh yeah. First 3 rounds of 2016: Australia, Bahrain, and
China. And then it was all back to normal at Russia.
Yeah,
or China.
Because we all remember. Because we all remember how awful that was. All hail Ross Brawn.
It wasn't the worst qualifying season. There was the aggregates qualifying season in 2005, which was dreadful.
Bowie is saying, let's get that Project Cars 2 hype flowing. Well, yeah, we're excited too, because at least we won't take up spots in the lobby now when we won't have issues with not having space anymore.
Yep. And more people will be able to join, so this will be about, I think, 22 people being able to race, perhaps.
Of course, we had the terrible news that John Surtees died earlier today. Absolute legend of motorsport. So we'll dedicate this race to him. So
Wolf joined.
Yeah, but he's not going to be able to join.
Left.
So, R.I.P. John Surtees. Rest in peace, my friend.
Well,
This race is for you. Those red lights all light up. And it's lights out, and away we go.
And away they go.
Oh, there's a crash. There was a bit of banging, yes indeed.
Spinning in the wall. We got, oh my goodness me.
Buraspo's absolutely launched into first. We got Dan in second.
Porfelia's lagging. We got lag. We got lag.
Poor Fuera is upside down on my screen. He flipped. Oh no. That is not good at all.
People. This is carnage. Rick's gone round.
Buraspo leads, Dan second. Dan's launching it up the inside. Buraspo's gone wide. He's not very happy. I think Dan must have hit him or something. But the other Dan with a Z is now in third. Madman Sam fourth. Solslita fifth. Razy sixth. DB Stoley seventh. Oh, there's been contact in the background. And two off, I think. Yeah, poor Fuera is out. He's lagging all over the place. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. We'll stay on board, poor Fuera. Oh my good God almighty.
They'll have to stop the race if this is getting more laggy.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
We got Gabriel off.
So Rick is all over the backside of Matteo. Here he comes up the inside.
Top guys all together. Rick up the inside gets the job done. Meanwhile, we've got the top four separated by not that much of a gap.
So Buraspo leads out of turn one, Dan into second, and the other Dan launching from 8th up to 3rd. What a start. And now we have Madman Sam, who lost pole. He lost 4 positions off the line, so whatever happened, it's not gone well with him at all. But we've got the cars all together in a line as we come down to turn 4 here. Madman Sam's all over the back of the other Dan. Razy running 5th, and poor Fuera is just all over the place. Oh, here we go then. Razy and Madman Sam together. This is this is Dan and Madman Sam. Madman up the inside there. So you got it done there. Now, of course, there are camera issues on this track, so if I do have to flick between cameras, do forgive me. It's just that I can't actually see the action that's going on sometimes.
I don't know how to put this, but Ophelia, great job there.
So Razy is catching up to his teammate, and Soul Sleet is on the back of Razy. Devious Dolly in 7th, catching up to these guys, and Rick all the way down in 8th now, pressuring his teammate now. I think there's been contact with the wall back there. I'm just going to flick back to Rick. And he's pressuring his teammate now. And
Madman Sam dropping down into clutches.
Oh, we got one of the cars off in front.
Oh, he's got ahead. Madman's ahead of Dan with a Z, or has he already got past him? I'm not sure.
Yeah, he got down past him at the hairpin. He's under pressure from Solsalita or Razy behind, actually. Here, as they come down towards turn 5. There he is, there's Razy, and there's Solsalita behind him with the other 2 cars of Rainbow Racing behind him. Meanwhile, up front, we have Dan putting the pressure on Buraspo here. He's very close as they come through the S's. Practicing all week, has the Scotsman been doing.
Practicing all week. He's wearing racing gloves this race, actually. Just a little interesting note there, because his steering wheel was doing something to his hands.
Yeah, you can see the drive he got out of the hairpin. That was a beautiful run he got out of the last hairpin there. He is going to be one to watch this race, it's Dan.
Yep. Oh, we got a huge crash there. There's been an absolutely horrifying crash with Ophelia. He's out and he's gone.
Poor Fuera, the championship leader, is out at Sonoma. That is a big story, ladies and gentlemen. Poor Fuera out.
Yeah, I caught the end of it. He was nothing on his vehicle. It was absolutely in tatters, just upside down. So there may be a bit of debris at the hairpin. I think he may have either got squeezed or some lag. Well, I hope to see something.
There's a little bit of a battle going on in the background. Solsalita, Rick, and Devious Dolly all together.
Yeah.
That's Devious Dolly, Matteo, and Iceman. The cameras are all messed up, so I can't tell which car is which. Look at this beautiful camera work. There you go. So Matteo is putting the pressure on Devious Dolly here, who's running 8th.
Yeah, meanwhile, up front, Madman Sam catching these guys, I think, as well.
So we could have been through a battle for the lead. 50 laps of this, of course, so it's a long way to go. Same length as the Formula Golf race.
Yeah. As well, Dan, he's in second place. He's doing quite a good job here. Of course, I do feel sorry for Wolf. We got a car running wide. That is Raisley there over the bar. He's gone and spun it there. He's off.
Raisy around, yeah.
Raisley.
Off he goes. We just caught that on my stream as well. We just see.
Oh, that's not that's not very good there for the first place man on the track at all. Just gaining as much time as he can off of that there.
So Dan, there now we're looking at the battle for the first place here. We can just see Mav and Sam closing in behind. Now bear in mind, Dan and Mav and Sam are teammates, I believe. So they're gonna have to be careful with each other. They don't run each other off. Yeah, I'm just making sure that Roadrunner.
And Baraspo being a bit cheeky low there at turn 4. Not even on the track at all he was.
Well, let's keep an eye on the Russian.
Well, a different postcode.
Well, Baraspo was quicker that last lap, but Dan is sticking with him. He's not letting him go. Yeah, he was slightly quicker that last lap was Dan.
Yeah. No, it was a bit quicker. My apologies.
Madman Sam, pretty much the same. Very, very. Oh, Baraspo off! He went off. He's lost it. At the exit of turn 2, he's off. And Dan now leads at Sonoma.
So incredible stuff. The Scotsman leads his first race. It's a 1-2 for that team then.
1-2 for Roadrunner. So now, this is going to be interesting. Will team orders come into play? Because Madman Sam is probably... Well, actually, I think Dan is ahead of Madman Sam with the championship. Or is he? No, he's not actually. He's not. No, he's in 12th. Madman Sam is currently 7th in the championship. So these guys are not going to be fighting for the first place. So I think there's not going to be team orders playing in too much here, because Dan would love a win here. But of course there's a long way to go in this race, and Madman Sam, I think, has got the pace in that car to do it. So
yeah,
we'll see.
Well, Dan said don't hype me too much whilst I was talking before the race. He said he was aiming for a podium. Right now he's on course for a win. It's early days, low. 44 laps to go.
So the other Dan is in 4th. Solo Salita making his way back up through the field in 5th. Rick behind him in 6th. Devious Dolly behind him in 7th. Iceman in 8th. Matteo just behind him in 9th position. Razy after his spin is now back in 10th. And Gabriel is all the way down in 11th. And that rounds out your field right now. Porfuera, the championship leader, will score no points today.
Yeah, Porfuera after a horrible start, some horrible lag, and in the wall he did go.
So I think it was out of his control, unfortunately.
And that was the cruelest way to go out of a race.
Yeah, you could see Madman Sam. The two teammates matched each other in the first sector, but Madman Sam 2/10 quicker in that middle sector. But I think it all evens out in the end, because
Madman Sam was spinning it there, right, still on the exit.
So we're going to look at the lap times here. Yeah, Madman Sam was slower. So, Dan, I do not rule out this guy.
Yeah, meanwhile, Iceman having a little look there. Getting a bit close to the car ahead, but nowhere near a chance for an overtake right there.
Well, Matteo is bearing down on him as well, so he's got to look out for that guy in his mirrors as well. So here is Kimi Räikkönen himself.
Yeah, I'm just going to say Baraspo is getting a bit... He's going to get himself in trouble there. He's run wide the last 4 laps to try and get an advantage through the first sector.
Oh, Iceman running a bit wide there. It's going to put him in vulnerable to Matteo, and Razy doing the same there. Now, all these guys are keeping it well within the limits of turn 4, which is great to see. But I think we'll have to keep an eye on Baraspo, because I don't think he's adhering to that.
Dan one's a little bit wide there, but doing that, he gets a good exit out of the last corner.
Well, Madman Sam was very quick in the first sector. Have a look at those sector times.
Yeah, looks to be a much quicker lap there. No, yeah, 108 to 1. He's almost half a second quicker there.
Yeah, very quick. We'll keep an eye on Baraspo here. Sorry if I'm flicking too much, but we've heard reports that he's running off at turn 4. He probably won't do it this time, knowing the power of streaming.
Yep, knowing the power that he's probably listening in, and or Vladimir's talking to him. Let's see, does he keep it in the track limit?
Well, let's see. It doesn't look like he's going to do it. Nope. Not at all.
Not even bothering.
That's not even an attempt.
that I will be informing Raisley after this race about incident involving Baraspo there, because despite that, that's a bit naughty.
Well, Broken Arrow saying Madman and Dan shouldn't fight it out for the lead right now. I agree, because they're just going to hinder each other's races, and that, from a team point of view, is not going to be very the best. Dan going a little bit shallow into that hairpin, almost hitting the tyres.
Bit of lag there for a second. I thought he clouted it.
He was very close. His splitter was like brushing those tyres there. So Madman Sam running third. Now we're going to stick with Biraspo again, just to see if he does the same thing. And if he does, well, I think it's going to be a penalty, if I'm honest.
Yep.
I tell you what, if I see him do it, another time, if he does it this time and he does it another time, it's a penalty. I'm gonna put that out there now. Let's see. Does he do it? Nope. Just about that time. So yeah. But did you see him do it 4 previous times?
I've seen if he's been doing it since the start. Like, he did it while battling Dan before Dan overtook him.
And in the background there, the other Dan is now fighting with Sola Salita for 4th position.
Yeah. Let's look at Dan with the speed. Manages to get the corner done right this time without having problems. Interesting battle.
Down a bit wide there. Coming out of this penultimate turn there, into the last turn there. Solus leader almost on his gearbox.
Battles going on 4th, 5th, 6th. There, getting close together. 7th, 8th, 9th, getting close together. In 10th place, catching up there. Gabriel, however, different postcode entirely behind them.
Here comes Solus Salita. He's having a little look into turn 1. I don't think he's going to try it though. We've seen a couple of moves around.
Madman in the wall!
Oh, he's off indeed! Biraspo's taken second off him and he runs wide again, but Madman Sam is stopped on track!
He's in the middle! Oh
my god, we've seen that happen before. We saw that happen before at Brands Hatch. Or was it Brands Hatch? No, it was Cadwell Park, wasn't it? Or Oulton Park? Oulton Park. Oulton Park. That was...
So for a sec... Again, he's spun it off the top of the hill, and that means...
Did he...
Dan has got a huge lead now compared to the car behind. At least he was about 3-4 seconds.
Did he reset himself back on track with touchpad?
Yep.
Well, that's illegal. You can't do that. You can't do that, I'm afraid. That's dangerous.
Well, if you can prove that, he almost took 3-4 people off.
I think he was ghosting, but it's still dangerous. Now, Dan with a Z is now 3rd. But now Dan, the Scotsman, I don't think you can believe his bloody luck. He's out in front by a gap of 3.6 seconds now. And let's watch Biraspo again. Oh my god, that's not even an attempt. That's a penalty. I'm sorry, that is a penalty. Sorry, Biraspo, you've done it too many times.
I'm pushing his luck. Everyone else behind keeping within track limits.
And hello to Celtic Hawk. The other host is Evildragon, if you're asking. That's who he is. Yeah, there he is. I think we will submit the track limits thing. If Razy watches the stream back, we will show this to him, because Biraspo has done this far too many times.
Yeah. I'm afraid there's only so much you can do about getting in trouble there. I'm afraid to say he's been pushing his luck on track limits a little bit. What's the quote? You've been... what's that quote that Jeff normally says in F1? Your interpretations of track limits have not been taken lightly by the stewards.
Yeah.
Something like that.
So there's Dan. And then the background, I think he's opening that gap. Yeah, he's opened it up by 4/10 in that previous...
Yeah, let's see if Baraspo manages to do the corner this time, however. And if he doesn't, then I'm saying that's bad.
Nope. What? I'm going to put it to the chat. What do you guys think? Does Biraspo deserve a penalty?
Yeah. Oh, Celestia Solo having a little look there at the car ahead. Thinks better of it. Frost, he kind of locks up there as well.
Yeah, we do have a little battle for 3rd. Right now, Solus leads on the back of the other Dan.
Yeah, Madman, not really much going on further down the field, actually. Not sure if anyone's pitted yet. Raisley may have pitted, but I'm not sure yet off the top of my head.
No, I don't think he has.
Here's Dan lapping. Let Dan lapping. That's Gabriel there.
All the way down the 11th.
So Gabriel, the first lappee of the race, of course, the first retiree, however, is the championship leader. In spectacular fashion, hitting the wall.
Solus leader got a beautiful run out of the hairpin. Surely going to be a move. Here he comes.
Let's see.
To the ins. Oh no. That's a very awkward place. We saw a few minutes around the outside in turn 2 in Formula Gulf, so let's see if anyone can do the same.
Rasper again, not even bothering doing the corner now. That is now, well, he's been doing at least 10 laps now straight going off, but that's one lap he hasn't.
So all the other drivers keeping it well within track limits at turn 4.
Yeah, apart from the 1 or 2. So we'd have to say one person though, I hope he will come back. Mavan Sam, let's hope he can recover well.
Yeah.
Devious Doley there, sliding through tire number 4A as well, getting massive tank slap on the rear there.
So we're sticking with the battle for 3rd right now. Solus leader's all over the back of the check right here. I think he might try and move to the hairpin. Yes, he does. He's going to launch it up the inside maybe. He had a little think about it, because I think Dan went defensive into that hairpin there.
Yeah. Talking about Dan's, a 107.8 for Dan's speed, a 108.5 for
He is having a stellar race out front. Here he comes.
Let's see, does Dan keep it in track limits? Yes, he does, just about. Let's see, does Baraspa keep in track limits, however?
Nope.
No. Nope.
Not even an attempt.
Yep, so I'm saying at least about 10 to 15 second penalty could be added here for these offences.
Or your usual thing, just to cut a couple of points on your licence for that. Because if the other drivers can do it, then surely you can. Broken Arrow says, I didn't see how often Biraspa did it, but now he should. It's a recurring offence.
Yeah, he's been doing it for the last about 10-ish laps here. Soloistius getting a beastly exit there.
Yeah, look at that.
Curve, straight on the back of.
He almost thinking about it through that little curve there.
He'll be up the inside, Solly.
Yeah, here he comes.
He goes,
on the brakes.
Dan
leaves the door.
No,
No,
the outside is Piusa there, but he might get an exit because...
Yeah, he does.
He won't be doing anything here, though. He's known that it's really difficult to overtake here. He wants to be on the outside, Solly. Now he's going to...
He had to lift off.
He brakes.
He had to lift off.
Yeah. Meanwhile,
he ran wide. He ran wide at turn 1. Here we go then. Solus leader doing the same around the outside, like Formula Gulf. They're side by side through turn number 2, and he done it. Beautiful move by Solus leader. And here, but Dan's going to cut back.
Back up the inside. No, he doesn't.
And who's that there? That's Rick in 5th as well.
Solo's wide.
And here comes Rick.
He'll get away with him. Rick up the inside. Does he realise he's there? Yes!
No! Contact!
Contact! And he gets through.
But no, Dan's still there. No, Rick into 4th now.
Rick optimistic and passing beautifully, and it seems that Raspo's had a mistake somewhere. He's first sector 4 seconds slower than Dan. He must be just thinking he's just been gifted the best opportunity he'll have in his career to win a race. That car on the wall there, that's Gabriel there. See, does he let these guys through now?
Just to say something about Broken Arrows, he said Biraspa should get a warning and a penalty, but every driver was warned before the race not to do it, so they've already had a warning.
Oh, look! Solo getting held up massively by Gabriel
look at that.
And this has allowed Rick to close right up. The Dan almost runs into the back of him.
This is for 3rd place, by the way. Genuine. So Dan with a Z.
On my stream, I can't see, so let me go and get my stream up as well.
All keeping it within the track limits, apart from Gabriel.
Yep. Yeah, well, I think Gabriel is the only other offence here.
Oh, I saw someone go in the wall there. I think that was Iceman, or someone that had massive... It's Madman Sam, he's in the wall again! He just came out of the exit of turn 4A and absolutely pile-drived it into the wall on the exit. So it's a horrible race, and here comes Dan on Rick up the inside of the hairpin, under-braking and getting it done. So he's repassed him.
Great stuff then.
And covers the exit well. Look at that. Great defense.
Meanwhile, keeping update on front, Dan Speed leads by quite a while. Baraspo, however, let's see. Does he do the corner this time? The answer to that is...
No. Well,
yes,
well, just about. We'll give him
just about, but nothing he can do there.
Oh, so look, I think Madman Sam is having a horrific race.
Yeah, he's still picking up points.
But he's getting caught by Devious Dolly behind.
Yep, he is as well. Let's first sector time. Let's see his first sector time off. I think he's got a 19.7 and a 19.1. So
Rick's coming back at the other Dan now. He's coming back at down with Z.
Dan Z.
Biaspa was a lot quicker than Dan that last lap.
Yeah, he did.
Well, never mind then. He was only a tenth quicker that last time. Exactly a tenth, actually.
Exactly a tenth. Of course, he did go wide as well in the corner, so that wouldn't have helped.
But the Scotsman is doing an amazing job out front.
Oh, that's his first time he's actually got off of that corner as well. Tail sticked out there a little bit, and Baraspa, however,
No, it's going to be a penalty, sorry.
If you're joining us on my stream, please do head over to the official Gavra channel, Super, you can do the cheeky plug.
Cheeky shameless plug. Come over here, you'll be able to get to the links to the official Gavra website, which is on the channel homepage. Also to the links to our Twitch page. And also on the Gavra Wrestling website, you will see on the right hand side there is a donation button, so if you want to help the league keep up with web hosting costs and the cost of running a league, then make sure you hit that donate button and it'll help us out a lot.
Indeed, of course. If you want to go and watch the race here, I am in the comments. Please do head over to the actual channel as well, which is the link is what's the link?
www.youtube.com/official Gavra League.
Yep, do head over to the official Gavra League there. Because I will not be able to see your comments if Verizon, because it is currently muted. Baraspo, let's see, does he do the corner this time? No.
Aha! Madman Sam has been passed by Devious Dolly. Would you look at that?
Oh, Dolly's lost his rear end!
Yeah, he's lost his engine cover.
Gone.
I think Madman Sam's going to cut back at Dolly, though, because he was a good bit...
He's miles away.
Well, he had
postcode.
Yeah, he had a shocking last lap. I think he went off, and maybe a bit of contact between these two, because he has a missing engine cover on that car. Having an absolute shocker of a race. I think there's a battle further back between Razy and Matteo. Yes, there is. A little bit of a battle going on there.
How do I put people on how do I make someone a moderator on my channel?
Click the little dots beside their name and just click add moderator.
There isn't a little dot.
Well, run over to the side, like hover over the name, scroll to the side, and you'll get it.
I'm on my phone.
Oh, when you can't do it there.
Well, I'm sorry then. You just put. You can put the link in, by the way. Just you know, don't put just put a space in between the dot and the www.
Oh, Razy in the wall! Huge accident coming up to the last turn. He's absolutely pile drive that wall. Huge accident.
Dramatic accident here, Len. I didn't see what happened, but
he went over the curb on the exit of that turn and got spun around and hit that wall very hard indeed. So in the pits he comes.
Yep. So a bad mistake from him. Puts him down the field.
It looks like Rick had a mistake as well. He's dropped back a huge amount from Dan.
A 123 in the first sector, so yeah, he's had a horrible time. Meanwhile, there's going to be a quick update on the lead lap. Their lap times are literally identical now.
But I can't believe how good this Scotsman is.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Oh dear, I jinxed it, didn't I?
Yeah.
And Birasco actually did the corner.
I think we'll give credit where due. Dan, he's, you know...
I think his tyres are shot, if I'm honest.
He did say he may be having to do one extra stop than some of the people. Dan did say that he does believe Dan with his E may be trying to do a zero stop, or definitely not any stops.
Well, as we come across the line, Dan, the Scotsman, leads after
miles quicker than
after 22 laps. Well, coming up to 23 laps completed out of 50. Dan leads Buraspo in second place. Solasolita in third. Dan with a Z in fourth. Rick is in fifth. Devious Dolly is in sixth. Madman Sam after his 2 accidents in seventh. Matteo in eighth. Iceman in ninth. Razy in 10th after his humongous accident. And Gabriel brings up the rear in 11th.
Yes, and the only retirement of the race is Paul Perfralia, who's off there, and surprisingly,
look at Buraspo. Buraspo made that corner. Buraspo did the corner perfectly that time.
I think Buraspo may have got a message from someone.
Possibly. He's going quite slowly though.
Yeah, see, now he's deciding to behave himself. He's going. Meanwhile, Dan's speed coming to lap someone there.
That's Iceman, I think. Oh, whoa.
Bit naughty there.
That was a twitch.
Yeah, he decided to move with him there, so he went to go up the inside, and then he just suddenly decided to swerve.
I held my breath there. I thought that was the end.
If that was the end, I'd have literally just gone on strike until, you know, until we were justified. That lost him quite a lump of time there.
But Buraspo's going to have to get round him now.
Oh, Dan Z almost off there at the same place. Raisley went off there.
Same team, same car. So deja vu almost.
And the helmet. And some other things.
Devious Dolly going a bit wide, coming through the S's there. Madman Sam not catching him at all, so I think it's a race to forget for Madman Sam.
Yeah.
Otherwise, quite uneventful.
Well, for a second I thought that was the leaders together. That was a lap car.
Yep.
Now, there could be something sneaky how quickly the lap car got out of the way of Buraspo. He just pulled straight over immediately. I'm sensing a conspiracy theory here.
To be honest, the cars look way better without the back cover, says Bowie. Well, they do look quite cool. Dan was massively quicker than Buraspo. 1.1 seconds.
Yeah, Buraspo's struggling now in that car. So, with 26 laps to go, we're just about halfway through. Well, you are halfway through this race.
Yeah, almost halfway through. I think we'll start seeing the first round of stops.
Corner?
I doubt it. No. I call that no.
I call that 4.5 wheels off the track, not just 4 wheels, 4.5 wheels.
It still has to be with you got to keep at least 2 on the track. So that's the rule.
Or at least stay on the curb.
So Selena doing it perfectly.
And let's see if Dan with Z can do it.
Let's see. Yes, reasonably.
Rick, does he do it?
That is nah. That was pretty much similar to Solsolita. No, that's Solsolita.
Yeah, he did go extremely more wide though. Buraspo did just cut the inside dingo. Oh, Buraspo went actually on that topic.
So tires are shot, and we got another car in there. That looks like Madman Sam.
Now, was this going to start a chain reaction? Let's see if Dan with the Z will come in. No, it'll stay out.
We have Solsolita in. Solsolita in. So that looks like the car of Madman Sam in. Yeah, he's just coming out of his box now. That's Solsolita in. So Dan is going to have a bloody ginormous lead right now. 29 seconds over the second place man, which is the other Dan with a Z.
The double Dan's leading.
So it's Dan and Dan right now, and Rick in third. And
Buraspo leaves that pit then. Is there anyone near him to be warned of? We got a lap car there.
Solsolita is the next car he has to worry about, which is just coming out of his box now. And Devious Dolly is just coming around that corner now. He's just got out in front of him.
And in the pit lane comes the race leader.
He's got a ton of time. So let's see then. The other Dan is going to be going a one
he
stop.
doesn't have a glitch, because he's been saying he's having a few glitches in the pit stops. Let's pray he doesn't have another one.
So Dan, right, well, we're going to watch the other Dan, who's getting absolutely hindered by an lapped car here. Look at this.
That will be
Look at this blocking. Look at the blocking. That was...
I think he didn't know where he was going. I thought he was going to come in the pits. I think he thought.
Maybe,
so
perhaps. Well, we're talking about Dan with a Z. Well, Dan...
out the pit lane, it's a splashing dust, and he's straight back out before Dan even gets to the corner.
So beautiful stop by the Roadrunner team means he hasn't lost a single position, and that's probably going to be his last stop.
Yeah, I think that was fuel. I think that was for fuel. Not for tires. That was definitely a... Well, he did say he was going to do it to make sure he didn't lose any time with the fuel. So I think
maybe just 2 tires. Maybe just 2 tires. Bit of fuel, possibly.
Yeah. Let's hope he doesn't come back in. But look at the gap he's got now ahead of the nearest car. That's over 19 seconds.
Yeah, we're talking about Dan with a Z. We're probably not going to count in because he has not stopped yet. So the next car.
We're talking about
Biraspo.
30 seconds.
So we're talking about Biraspo here. So we're talking about.
Is Biraspo even behaving himself? Just about.
4 plus 18, which is 24 seconds.
4 plus
20,
18.
22 seconds. 22 seconds.
Gossip, your maths is terrible. Maths in the pit lane as well.
I do algebra. I don't work with numbers.
You work with letters.
Maths got worse when they introduced the alphabet.
Yeah, well, Biraspo has to get a move on now.
I don't think he's got the pace in that car to catch Dan, if I'm honest. So Salita, maybe, perhaps he could catch up to Biraspo with it, but I don't think... Yeah, he has stopped. Devious Dolly has not. I think he will come in now.
Yeah, meanwhile, we've got a battle on our hands here between Matt and Madman Sam. Madman Sam, oh, he's hit the back of him, and up the inside
Here we go.
goes.
This is going to be hairy.
No, he thinks better of it. He'll get up the inside here, perhaps, does he? Oh, he backs out.
No, he's not got the run. So here they go, through turn 5 and into the S section, where we've seen a lovely side-by-side battle with Bowie and Giorgio earlier in the week.
Yeah.
I think it was Giorgio anyway, if I remember correctly. Beautiful battle.
Have been. Oh, he's got a run.
Oh, he's gone up. He's gone up the inside, side by side through the S section here.
Banging. They bang again.
No, they've hit each other.
Again.
But dive to the inside, and Matteo on the outside now into the hairpin, and through he goes.
Oh, he's gone deep, however, but he'll get away with doing that on this track.
Yeah.
Devious Dolly pits as well on the topic of that there. So it'll be.
Oh, Mama Sam hit the wall coming out of one of the turns there. Just clipped it.
Yeah, Mama Sam hitting the exit of the corner. It's just saying to goodbye to Broken Arrow in the chat as well, but see you popping in there.
So
Biraspo's made a mistake there up the hill. He's gone on the grass. Keep it together.
He is catching Dan. He is catching Dan.
Let's see though. Dan, we won't question him out here, but he's staying. I do think he may actually try a zero stop.
This is the guy who does the kind of the most outrageous strategies, and it got him a race win at Oschersleben, if you remember. Oh, he's coming in. He's in. Never mind.
Oh, and exactly when I say he could be doing a zero stop, as per usual, the mighty Evildragon commentating curse, and he pits.
So Oschersleben, he did get a win for himself there.
We've got a battle going on there, it seems. Is there a battle going on? Is that goes? It's Raisley versus Dolly here. Raisley looking up the inside.
Here we go.
Launches one. Yeah. And through. Dolly doesn't even bother. He actually puts him out wide just for good measure.
And he's got a cutback. He's got a cutback.
Let's see. No, I'm not going to put my hopes up for an overtake here. Dolly. Let's see. Does he do it? He's looking to the inside,
looking.
No.
Don't think it's going to be.
He dived, but doesn't get.
He's sliding. He got a good run out of turn 1 though. I think he's alongside. Almost.
Extremely close.
He's not letting him get away. And that's Matteo behind. That's a lapped car. They're about to get lapped by Sola Salita.
Iceman, the nearest car to him.
That's Sola Salita about to lap them there.
So quick update. The gap between it's 21 seconds.
This could be a fairy tale victory for the newcomer in his debut season.
Yeah, well, pretty much quite half the field's debut, but someone who's just come in from well, he's just got himself a full-time driver, if I'm correct, as well.
Yeah, he's signed with Roadrunner, replacing the missing who was missing in that team? There was
Roadrunner. No, is there ever a Roadrunner?
there was some other guy who was racing in there. I'm not sure who it was though.
Oh yeah, he's wasn't he replaced?
Lurox, wasn't it?
I don't know, it might be.
Well, whatever.
Nico's gone as well.
He came. Oh no, he's coming again. He's leaving the pit lane.
Yeah, oh, he's got the glitch. He's got the glitch.
Oh no! Third place. He goes back to third. Oh, no, that's terrible. Oh no,
And
we
just a
completely
death
jinxed it. We completely jinxed it. Commentator's curse has taken effect again.
I think he's got the tyre glitch.
Oh, there's been an accident in the background. There's been an accident in the background that looks like between Razy and someone else. It's between Razy and Davis Doley.
Well, I think they've got away with it, though.
Yeah, they went off completely. But Dan's speed, what has gone wrong? His sector times are good, though. His sector times are good.
No, now he's lost a heap of time there.
Oh dear.
It's not the most in the world, though.
He's 9 seconds behind Sola Solita. So I think he may be able to salvage a result, but maybe I think he just after handed victory to Sola Solita. Or Buraspo, sorry.
Well, yeah, well, Baraspo's probably going to get himself in a lot of trouble for the amount of times he's...
like that.
Talking about running wide, he's not even on the track. The only person who's really stayed on the track, Solstius. He's been okay.
Sorry?
He goes off.
Solstius? What?
So, you know what I mean.
Sola Solita. Good boy.
Yes,
and Dan
Solo.
actually did the same thing as Buraspo there. Careful, Dan. You've done it twice now.
Yeah, but he's done it in massive gaps, though, unless Baraspo, who did it about 10 laps in a row.
I think he's fixed the glitch, though, because he is the fastest man on track right now.
Yep, so whatever the problem was, it's eradicated itself. Meanwhile, quick update on a battle we were looking at. Doley versus Raisley. They're still together, by the way, and
Doley's passed him, actually.
both behind Iceman. Actually saying that, they're now
Raisley's
side by
coming back.
side. And, yeah, they've both been overtaken by Iceman, of course, despite with that mistake they had.
Well, massive accident.
Oh wait, no, that was Bauwie who actually went, not Broken Arrow.
Yeah, he was saying bye to Bowie.
Yeah, well, I said bye to Broken Arrow as well, just in case. 8 seconds now the gap's closing.
So
Oh, he's locked the rear, he's locked the entire, he's just gone and locked the rears, I presume he's spun it.
well, Dan could possibly salvage a podium here today, even if it's not a win.
Yeah, well, the nearest car behind him is Dan with his E, which is
He's about to lap
behind him.
him,
He got
I
like
think.
yellow flags there at the hill, so something's going on there.
Well, Dan's not far behind actually, but he's not. Well, he's about to lap. He's actually coming up to this battle between Razy and the other guys here.
Oh, he's gone for it! Oh, contact!
Oh, there's
They've
definitely
hit each other.
They've hit each other
1,
completely.
2, they're banging.
We're gonna hit back to that battle. Yep. Razy's trying. It was a good job. Dan got through that cleanly. Oh dear, Dolly's got a run.
Dolly backs out of it.
He better.
He's
Oh,
on
he's hit
right.
him! He's hit him! He's hit him!
He's hit him! He's hit him!
That's
Oh my goodness me!
I do not believe that. I do not believe that. And here comes Razy trying. Oh no!
He's hit him as well! Dolly's a maniac! What's he doing?
Oh my goodness me.
Dolly taking swings at everyone!
That is... We've completely jinxed his race win, haven't we?
Absolutely ridiculous!
It doesn't look like he's got damage. So I think he got away with it reasonably
Definitely
well.
looked like a good old punt though, and especially Raisley got definitely punted. He lets him through this time, however.
Yeah, that's
Finally, decides to let him through. Oh, he's let Dan. Oh, that's Raisley letting Dan through, as Dan with a Z through. So, you know, we've got all the yellow cars together, by the way. All the yellow cars in a big row. So we've got Devious Doley, who's there. We've got behind him on the track would be Dan. Then we've got Rick. Then behind, in between that is Raisley. All the yellow cars in a big, massive line. Oh, Dan's off. Dan with a Z is off.
He's just letting.
No, that's Dan with a Z. So he's actually now with Rick.
Yep, these two are fighting, and that was Raisley letting them both through. So the two teammates of both the same cars have been fighting it out here.
Yeah, let's see if Rick's going to try up the inside.
Yes, he will.
Looks at it.
He's launching.
There's going to be contact.
There's definitely contact there. Nothing too major though.
Yeah, well, Dan currently stays ahead. Meanwhile, just updating you on the pace of our fellow Scotsman. He's doing well now. Oh, huge impact there for a lap car. Just ahead of him. That's, is that his teammate actually? Was that there? Oh, Dan's almost getting capped again then. Dan having a miserable time with these back markers. They're just in the way all over the place.
Solsalita, the fastest man on track right now. I think he's catching Biraspo, so maybe Solsalita could be one to watch right now.
Oh, look at this carnage here. Dan with a Z stuck behind a whole group of cars. He's getting to navigate to one.
Yeah, he's
now this could be sneaky here. Is Brick's teammate gonna hold Dan up?
Well, maybe if they have a little bit of an accident, Razy could possibly capitalize. But all these cars are running together, not for position, but they're running together.
Yep, all the yellow cars, all of them teammates of one another. All of them, one's a lap down, one's not, but two of them are up lapping the other two. So,
but only one of them is a race winner. That's Dan.
Yeah. Oh, here we go.
Oh, there's Rick trying to go around the. Well, that was actually Dan lapping a car. It's so confusing now because they're the same car.
Yeah,
and his
there's
teammate
Rick.
lets him through.
There's Rick. Straight away through there.
There we go. Now we can see.
Let's see, does Brasbury do the corner? Is Brasbury behaving himself? Yeah, I'm going to say this is at least now 4 or 5 points on the license for naughty driving.
How far away is Solsalita? He's not that far. Well, Biraspo
he's
set
been
a good
keeping
lap.
on the track.
Biraspo set a good lap. So.
Yeah. Oh, Dan's made a mistake. Dan off. He's just caught it together though.
I think he's just trying to salvage a podium in the background.
Rick and the other Dan just giving up doing the corner now. They're battling so hard. Oh, wide he goes. Let's see. He'll get a good exit low, Rick. Now let's see if there's anything he can do.
Let's see.
So, controversial could be a race win for Baraspo there, though.
Yeah, I'm sure Dan is. Yeah, Biraspo. Oh, got a car stopped. Car stopped. That looks like Gabriel. That looks like Gabriel, I think.
Maybe.
So
let's see if Baraspo behaves himself. No, he's not even doing it anymore. He's not even doing the corner now.
Here comes Rick. Thinking about it into turn 1. Backs out of it sensibly. Forces Dan to go a little bit wider.
Dan's off in the wall!
Oh no, the Scotsman is in the wall! That is at the top of the hill. And there's Dan. Oh no, this is the three-way battle for third. He's going to lose his podium. But Dan,
they're all going to hit each other. Oh, it's going to be someone's going to get squeezed off.
They somehow make it work. They make it work. And Dan is in third. The other Dan with a Z is in third now. And there's Rick. He's fighting with him.
The other Dan. It's all going off. Carnage here. Dan is
side by side.
A mistake from Dan up the hill has cost him 2 positions.
He's coming back.
But
He's coming back.
Around the outside.
Around the outside.
He keeps it together.
Oh no! Somehow making it work. Backs out of it, but oh no, that has gone horribly wrong for Dan.
That's got the Scotsman in deep trouble then.
top of the hill. He's got the pace to overtake these guys, so as long as he...
Oh, Graspo's just gone straight off there. Just cut, he's cut the inside and the outside there.
Yeah, and that's the way things go.
That's naughty.
That's very naughty. So Dan...
So I see Dan spun out here. He got the rear caught and he just... talk about people going off. There's Rick going off.
And here comes Dan then to try and see if he can capitalise out of turn 4. And who's down the back end? All lapped cars behind actually, so they're
Madman Sam's not even come on to the next lap now. He's almost a lap down on these group. We've got Solar Easter's stuck behind a lap car here.
Someone's around! We got a car around. That looks like... I don't know who that was. I think that was Mateo going around at the S section there.
Iceman? No, it would have been. Oh, well,
it was Mateo.
There's carnage going on here. Look at Raisley looking at the inside. Oh,
look at Dan! Look at Dan! He's falling off the inside.
Oh, he's gonna get horrible.
That's a lapped car. That's a lapped car.
That's Doley and Raisley.
Don't get involved. Don't get involved. Don't get involved. It's getting messy.
Oh, he's almost hit him again.
Doley's done that once before. He's off.
Oh, he's got Dan off. Dan's off again.
No, it's all gone downhill.
I think he got tapped again.
Dearie me, from leading the race to having an accident and now running in 5th. The poor guy, I can only feel sympathy for him. Sol Salida with damage. He's all over the place. He hit the wall. He hit the wall coming through one of the sections there. I think he managed to keep it together though.
Yeah, Max in the pits, meanwhile, on topic of people pitting.
So Rasmus has been handed a race victory, it looks like.
Yeah, he's gone massively slow there. Oh, Raisley off there, keeping it together. It's all going on here then. 10 laps to go here in the US Grand Prix. I don't think I've seen much carnage in my life. In terms of action, it's fantastic.
So can Rick fight for a podium? I don't think Rick's got a podium at all this year. So this could be an interesting one.
He's just having a shocking race. He's lost all momentum. He's lost all concentration.
I honestly
he's
don't
gone
think...
off again. He's off. Dan's off again. He's got problems. He's got problems. Problems. That car sounds sick.
I honestly think they didn't change his tyres again.
Oh, Dan with his goes off this time. Yep. Running wide.
So that could Razy off in the background as well.
Let's see, is Solo going to come in? No, he doesn't. He seems to have regained these. Actually quicker in the first sector by quite a margin actually. So whatever it was, he's rectified the problem quite immediately.
But he lost 5 seconds to the man ahead. So
yeah. There's going to be some comeback drive from these drivers then. You see Dan's speed sliding all over the place there. He's definitely not got his tyres changed.
Nothing you can do about it. There's no point in coming into the pits again because he'll just come out in like 8th or 9th. But the real battle we're looking at now is for 3rd place because Rick and Dan are running quite close together, starting reasonably similar lap times.
To reference what you said actually, that would be an 8th, 9th. He'd only be down in 6th there because he's got such a margin over the cars behind now.
Rick being a bit
Rick going wide this time, so some drivers being a bit naughty. I think they're starting to lose concentration here in the end of this race. It is 9:49 UK time, or 9:50 now actually, UK time here. And to all over the places in the world, wherever times you are, Pakistan, Australia, China, wherever you are. If you're from China, North Korea, I mean, if you're from North Korea watching us, I'd be concerned. But if you are, hi.
If you are, we hope you don't die.
Please no nuclear bombs.
Please. Anyways, back to the race. Rick was definitely quicker than Dan in that last lap. So we're on for it. Rick, it could be fighting for his first ever podium in the Gavra League here. So this is a big moment. He was big run out of turn 1 from him there.
Yep,
So
Dan's made a mistake there. He's gone wide. Oh, no, that's
Rick.
not good. They've both made mistakes there, actually.
Yeah, Rick had a bit of a slide. So, kept it within track limits that time.
Dolly's actually, surprisingly, Dolly's keeping up with these two, actually.
Yeah, and there's Dan, the other Dan in the background.
Yep,
So-
Dan Speed now catching these up now.
Got a lot to make up, though. He's got 7 seconds to make up in 7 laps.
Yeah, well, let's see. He's half a second quicker than Rick in the first sector.
He needs a second a
and
lap.
4 times quicker in the second, so...
He needs a second a lap.
1 and 1 together, he's going quicker. Especially if these two start battling.
If these two take each other out, could salvage it.
Yeah, meanwhile, a quick update on your the leaderboard. So Baraspo leads the race, Solstius in second.
What?
Dan with a Z is in third. Rick just behind, may overtake any second, is in fourth. Dan Speed is in fifth. Iceman is there in seventh, with sixth is Madman Sam. Dolly is eighth. Raisley is ninth. Matt is 10th. Gabriel is 11th there, and that is your top 11. Only one retirement of the race, of course. The championship leader, poor failure, after a huge impact on the wall, as well as lag and many problems.
So what's the gap between these guys now? 7 seconds. It hasn't changed, so I think it's going to be either they crash or nothing.
The crash or a fifth.
Yeah. But still, we got to give him. Actually,
Meanwhile, let's see if Raspo's learned his lessons still doing the first corner. The answer is no.
With 6 laps to go, if you're still in the chat right now, make sure you vote for your driver of the day in the chat right now.
Driver of the day, the man in fifth.
I will also agree with you there, Dan. Although, if Rick manages to get a podium, he could compete as well, because he's had a stellar drive today.
Yeah, but I think just through the pure amount of sheer luck and brilliance and just amount of...
But also Dan, because he's done a good job here today as well.
Yeah, well,
the other Dan, Dan with the Z.
However, who is... Do you know who's getting the track limit of the day?
Braspo.
Yep.
He will be investigated after the race, because he cut that track about a million
Your
times.
mic seems to have a bit of a problem, by the way, Sue.
Why?
It's just all over the shot.
5 laps to
There's
go. I don't
back
care
again.
anymore. I don't care anymore. Dan is getting absolutely under pressure from Rick. I think Rick's going to launch it up the inside. Here he goes. Too deep. Too deep. Too deep.
Dan will get a cut back. Let's see. They're battling. This is what Dan Speed needs. He needs these two to hit each other.
5 laps to go. Can Rick get a
Rick
podium?
trying on the outside. He's on the outside. Oh, he backs out of it.
No, because he knows Dan will go too deep like that.
See
And here,
which way he's gonna go.
look
He's
how close he
pushing
is.
him. He's literally pushing him down the straight. He goes wide one way.
Bad line.
He goes wide the other.
So let's see then, through turn 4 they come, keeping it within the track limits, the both of them. Dan defending, then cutting back across, making sure, don't try it. Hitting the curb a little bit, that's going to compromise him.
Yeah, but you can see in the background, Dan Speed is looking at these guys, just praying for something to happen. With just 4 laps to go. Here in the USA, a fantastic race it has been this brilliant evening here.
So here we go. Rick is fighting for his first ever podium in the Gavra League versus Dan.
Let's see, he might get a nice run. However, looking for his second win will be Baraspo there, the Russian, if I'm correct.
Yeah, I think Dan is going to relish this because he had a similar battle back in Oschersleben for the lead, though. This is for a podium. He's done this. He stuck to the pressure well the last time and won the race versus Solita. Came down to the wire, though.
Now, but this is an entirely different kettle of fish. This is Rick. Not there. Rick's gone off. They've both gone off. Oh, talking about people going off, there's Dan, who's also gone and made a mistake. His
Tyres are beginning to be an issue now, so...
Yep. His tyres are shot.
Wonder how Biraspo's tyres are right now.
Well,
How far is Soul City behind?
looks
He's got a good shot. He's a long way behind, 12 seconds.
yeah, but also now the second quicker, but that's nothing to do there. Oh, Dan's off again. Let's see, Braspo in the corner.
Sticking with a battle for third. This is going to come down to the wire. 3 laps to go. Dan is holding on very well here. Just Matteo being lapped there.
Matt's getting lapped.
And here we go then. Rick through sector 1. He knows Dan goes a little bit too deep into that first turn, like that, and he gets the run. Well,
Yep. Rick did go wide though. He lost the rear coming up the hill, and that cost him time. 3 laps to go here then.
Bit wide.
They're both gone. Let's see, will they both do this corner going off as well? Let's see, one goes off, the other
stays
just
on.
about goes off. Well, just about stays on. 2 laps to go.
Biraspo has probably been handed the easiest race victory of his life.
Yep. In a race that sorely would have been Dan's had he not had rotten up there. Those tyres are gone. He's all over the shot now. Those tyres are shot.
Where's Madman Sam in relation to him? Oh, he's a lap down, I think. Is Madman Sam?
He's just coming into turn sector 1 turn, so Dan could pit if he really needed to.
Dan was still quick. Dan with the Z was still quicker than Rick last lap, but of course both of them had a mistake. So it's going to be close. Rick will push hard on that last lap to try and see if he can get past the check. But actually, I'd like to check what nationality Rick is. Rick is... Oh, British. He's British. He's British, actually.
And Dan the Z is from...
I literally just said it.
Well, you said Rick was from the UK.
No, I said Dan is the Czech.
Oh, right, yeah, check. I paid attention on the last lap. Biraspo has done everything he needs to do. He may still get penalties and etc. after the race for, well, the word beginning of T, ending in, well, T. Well, it's an S, but T as well.
Yeah, it will be investigated. So, I don't think he's going to lose the race victory, but he will get...
He may lose his dignity.
1 lap to go. Rick, I don't think he's got enough in the tank, if I'm honest. He doesn't look like he's got...
Someone who definitely has a lot in this tank. Dan, who's now going slower and slower each time he's doing a corner.
He's just trying to nurse that car to the end right now.
Yeah.
But meanwhile, let's join the battle for third. I think it looks a bit heated right now. They're close.
Meanwhile, exiting the last corner, Biraspo comes to the line. For the second time in a row, Biraspo wins here in the USA. The Russian
Sola
wins
Solita
again.
has gone off near the last corner, but he's still holding on. He's going to take a brilliant second, might I say. Brilliant drive.
So
he's hit the wall. He's in the wall. I think that his tyres are gone. I think Dan's done enough though. Yeah,
unless Rick is gonna try and kill himself.
An absolute suicide dive here. Yes, he is! Oh, he tried it. He had a little think about it. I think Dan is gonna take an absolutely brilliant third position here today.
Yeah, he'll take third. Rick will take fourth.
Great drive from Rick.
Speed will take a rotten, probably the most sore thing he'll ever take will be in 5th place there. I bet he cannot believe his eyes with the amount of luck that's just not gone his way this race. He'll come across the line and finish a fine 5th place now. However,
Madman Sam, as well, it has not been a good day for the Roadrunner team, might I say. A possible race win for both of these drivers. Madman Sam qualifying on pole and is now going to finish in 6th. I'm sure there's a bitter taste in his mouth.
Indeed, it is time for Biraspo, who is indeed Russian.
So, may we please stand for the USSR national... No, let's not play that, actually. They're probably really offensive. think that's enough.
Yep, that is enough.
Well, we've just heard from Dan Speed. Wrong.
It's rotten luck. I thought he had problems with those tyres. He did.
Broken Arrow is voting a Dan with a Z for the driver of the day. Because it's
I'm
not.
going to say Dan Speed was the driver of the day.
Well, we got competing votes here, so if anyone else wants to chip in, we can work this out.
Then?
Oh, my vote. Ooh. I probably. Oh, that's a hard one because there was a lot of great drives here today. Dan Z got a great podium. Dan Speed did I gotta say he did a great job, so it's gonna go to Dan Speed for me. I think he did a good job up until he had his rotten luck with pit stops. I think it was his race to win.
Yeah. Well, of course, we'll inform you if anything goes on regarding the of track limits, of course.
So we think Biraspo might be, a
little bit naughty and get in a bit of trouble
because we did see him. I think Broken Arrow did see it in the Broken Arrow did see it in the chat as well. Said he should get one because of the amount of times he did it. So that will have to be investigated. Otherwise, it's been a good race, mad race, in fact.
Yeah, the mad race. This was a mad race for a mad championship. That now, what's the championship points now? Then,
well, Porfirio is a no score today, and it was since Soul Sleed is actually second in the championships. That allows him to close up a little bit. I'm going to see if I can work it out in my head right now. I have to get the points system up. I think it's it's not Formula 1 rules, so it's different point system. It's 30 points for a win. So Biraspo's going to get a full 30 points, and that's actually going to let him pass Razy up to third in the championship. And Sol Solita will get 25. It's going to get him just a little bit closer. He's an absolute mile off, but he's going to get 17, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 132 points versus Porfirio's 166. So
indeed, it is.
So that's what it's going to be. I have some.
The next race here in the Gavra League will be on Tuesday, if I'm correct.
Yes, Formula Golf at. Let me just see where it's going to be next week. Championships, Project Cars, Formula Golf calendar. We're actually almost at the end of the season. Yeah. We are going to be at Sakito next week for round 8. 2 more rounds after that. And then we have Formula B on Thursday. And that's going to be...
In between that, though, we do have Formula C, if I'm correct.
Formula C on Wednesday. Thank you for reminding me. That special event at Sakito as well. Yeah, and the next Formula B race will be at the Nürburgring.
The small one or the big one?
GP, so the big one.
Good.
Which will be at night. So we have another night race. And then
pure night or just like twilight race?
Night.
Night.
And then after that, of course, we are back again on next Friday for LMP3 again. Not many rounds of this left either. We are Catalonia next week. So,
and I heard it's going to be a really big race. It's going to be the full track fight, what I heard.
Yes, 70 laps of the GP circuit. And we have...
That is going to be about a 2-hour race, because that is longer than the actual F1 track, which is 66 laps.
And we're going to have some rain at the start, and then it's going to change to some light cloud, and then at the end it will be a clear race. We're going to see the transition from intermediates to full dry tires, and that should be an interesting one. And the season will round off in Dubai, as it usually does, on the 7th of April. I'm just going to check when the seasons are going to round off for each one. So Formula B will round off around, let me see, calendar. Formula B calendar will round off in Zhuhai in China on the 27th of April. And the final Formula Golf race, that's going to be the first season to finish. And that will be at... Where's that going to be? I think it's Dubai again, will it be? It's going to be Nürburgring Sprint. The sprint circuit at Nürburgring on the 28th of March. And that's also going to...
2 days before my birthday.
Huh. Interesting. What the hell? I'm just going to time that guy out. Or block him. Never mind.
Are you timing out?
Oh, what? Yeah.
What
Anyways.
Something bad?
Oh, it was just some guy advertising. Anyways, we hope you enjoyed this race. It was a mad race. Well done to Gavra for winning. Could have been down speeds. But we'll have a look at any penalties applied. And we will update you via the Twitter page. If you want to go follow that. That is at Official Gavra League. And we have a Twitch page as well. That's on the homepage. And if you want to know about signing up for the Formula C event, that is an open event. So if you want to sign up for that, go to the website and you'll get yourself a run through of how you do it. So from all of us here at the commentary box, we hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you on Tuesday for Formula Golf. We hope you enjoyed. See you next race. Bye bye.
Hurrah!